Hi, I'm Pam from Fellow. In this video, we're going to show you how easy it is to make a matcha latte at home using the Fellow Matcha Set and Espresso Series 1. We thoughtfully designed these tools to make preparing matcha at home easy and delightful. With matcha, much like espresso or pour-over, the tools and technique you use do make a difference. Our matcha set includes a whisk and whisk stand, a bowl, a sifter to remove clumps, a spoon, and a tray to hold it all. There's a wide variety of matcha out there to choose from. You might consider a few things when purchasing a matcha to prepare for drinking. Look for one that's a vibrant green color versus on the yellow side. Some matchas, like culinary matcha, are made for food or baked goods and not for drinking. I'm going to use the Fellow Espresso Series 1 to heat my water and to steam the milk. You'll also need a latte glass. The key to a great matcha drink is starting with a well-prepared base. To start, measure out 2 grams of matcha powder and sift it into your bowl. This is about 3 scoops from the Fellow spoon. This spoon is designed to give you a confident, consistent dose every time. You can also measure your dose with a scale. 2 grams is pretty standard practice. You can increase your dose if you want more caffeine or a more intense matcha flavor. Our sifter from the Fellow Matcha Set works a little differently than your traditional mesh sifters. To get the best results, hold the sifter steady and use the back end of the spoon to gently sweep the matcha back and forth across the holes on the surface. Think of it like polishing the surface rather than pressing down. Use light pressure and smooth, continuous motions. As you move the matcha across the surface, you'll see a fine, even dust fall into the bowl below, almost the consistency of powdered sugar. This smooth, lump-free base means no more clumpy matcha and a nice layer of foam on top. To heat water, I'm going to press the piano key button on Espresso Series 1 and select 2 ounces of hot water at 175 Fahrenheit. If you use water that's too hot, you'll risk scorching the matcha and getting bitter tasting results, so you absolutely need water that's at the right temperature. This is one of the most common mistakes people make, and you're essentially burning your delicate matcha powder and turning it bitter. Hold the bowl with the opposite hand. Now we're going to whisk in an M motion until frothy and smooth. The whisking sound is one of my favorite parts of preparing matcha. You really want to whisk vigorously to build up that froth. Our bowl is nice and wide, with a good height, so you can whisk pretty vigorously without spilling. Your matcha should look like this, with a nice layer of foam on top. All of the aeration that you're putting into the matcha when whisking will ensure the final product is creamy and smooth. Once we're done whisking, we'll pour into our latte glass. The spout was designed to pour easily and be drip-free. The result is this beautiful, bright green matcha, and the smell is complex, almost grassy. I'm getting notes of green leafy vegetables, some nuttiness, and also some sweetness. You can drink it just like this, and that's a more traditional way to consume matcha. Today, we're going to steam some milk to make it into a latte. For my matcha latte, I'm going to use 6 ounces of milk. I like to aim for a 3-to-1 milk to matcha ratio with dairy milk for a balanced latte without overpowering the matcha. Some milk alternatives like almond milk can overpower the delicate taste of matcha, so you may want to use a little less milk. You can definitely play around with your milk to matcha ratio and use a little less milk to get a more intense matcha flavor. I'm going to steam the milk using Espresso Series 1, which has assisted steaming to make sure your milk doesn't get scorched. Series 1's steam wand automatically stops once you reach your target temperature, which for dairy milk is perfect at 150 Fahrenheit. Pour your milk over the matcha base in your cup, and your matcha latte is ready to enjoy. That tastes so lovely. A great matcha latte is the perfect balance of the matcha notes and the sweetness and creaminess of milk. To ensure you've got a great tasting drink, select a high-quality matcha. Use the correct water temperature so you don't scald your matcha powder. Whisk and sift your matcha for a clump-free, creamy drink, and use your preferred milk to matcha ratio if you're making a latte. Now that you've got your technique down, experiment with your matcha doughs and different varieties of matcha so you can discover what you like best.